let's start the session. Let me share the screen first. Now, taking forward from the last class, in the last class, I was explaining you about generative AI. So I explained you about the deep learning in our last class, and then we went on to the generative AI. What is the beauty of the generative AI is it is going to regenerate the things. Okay, it is going to regenerate the things like altogether new content. Okay, it is going to generate the new content over here. That is what the generative AI will be doing over here. Okay. Now I explained you about some examples also, and there are some terminologies also we spoke about this one. So generative AI is, you can consider it as, it is a type of artificial intelligence that focus on creating the new content, and it is subset of deep learning and reinforcement learning. It will generate the text, it will generate the images, videos, audio, music, everything. Now, there are some terminology is there over here. Let's finish it off these things, and then we will move it forward over there. Okay. First is now. Now, if you take generative AI as we can consider this. What is that? Or we can design it over here. This is the I didn't explain you about the fine tuning. Okay. Now, what exactly happens is this is our large volume of data set. And this data set, we are going to give it to a model. Model, we know it. What is a model now? And here, okay. Now, this is our model. We call this, we are training with the large data set over here. Okay, this is a training process. And our model will become intelligent over here, right? Now, this is already trained with, this model is trained, this is called as LLM, large language model. And this model is already trained with this data. This is a data which is available on the public domain. What do you mean by that is the data which is available over the internet. Okay, no need to take any permission. That data which is available over the internet is considered as a public domain data. And here we are going to pass it on this data to this, and this model will. Now, as I explained you, when we take this LLM and we will build an application. Now, this LLMs, building up, or we can say it as building up of these LLMs or training of these LLMs is not like anyone can't do it. Any small company can't do it. It has to be really very, very big company. Okay, now here we are giving out the output over here. So this LLM will be taken forward and we are putting in an application over here. Let's take this is an application. We are putting this LLM in this application. Okay. Now, as I told you over here, the application name is ChatGPT over here. As I told you, like this application name, we can consider it as ChatGPT. And here, the what is the LLM over here? Maybe GPT 4.0 or 5 or something like that. You will get it. Okay, like this. Clear? Now today, I'm going to show you this one. Here we are going to take this one, this LLM, okay, and we are going to put it in our own application. This is our own application. And this LLM, I'm going to put it inside this. Okay. Now, so this we have to do it. We will do it with the help of API key. There will be an API key. We will create it and we will do it. Now, there is, in order to integrate this one, okay, you are going to get it an LLM and you want to integrate this one into our own application. We need a framework over here. This framework, we will give a name. The very popular framework, what you use it is LangChain. Okay, we will give it as LangChain. LangChain is a framework which is used to integrate this LLM into our own app. Okay, this is the way it will work. Okay. Is it clear, guys? So this LLM, they will use it and they will put it in your applications. Like this company name is OpenAI. Now the same OpenAI application, we can get the LLM and put it in our own application. This we will do it with the help of our LangChain. Okay. Like this. Okay. Now here, one thing you should understand over here, this LLM, whatever is there now, this entire picture, what I'm talking about. Now this, if I'm building an application over here, now we will use the LangChain and everything. Now, when we are building our own application, suppose I want my application should also be, now this LLM will be giving the answer on this public domain data only. Okay, it will give us the answer on only this public domain data. It will not give you the answer on any private data. So what you can do it is, once you get it, this LLM into your, once you get this LLM, you can give a private data over here. Okay. You can give your private data. Sorry. Private data over here. This is our private data. or it may be your customer data or something like that. We are going to give it to LLM. Now, what the LLM will do is like this will learn from this your private data and it will remember. Now, one thing I want to let you know, once you are training your data, okay, once you are giving your data to this LLM, okay, please try to understand this terminology. See, this data, very large volume of data, this data I'm giving to the LLM. Okay, now LLM will learn and it will remember. Where it will remember, there is a term called as parameters. It will remember in the parameters. That is forever. Okay, it's a permanent storage. It will have that knowledge over there, and that knowledge we are going to use it over here. Now, once you get back over here, like you can getting your that same LLM over here, the same LLM with these parameters, you are getting it over here to your, and you are using it in your application. Now, you are not downloading it, you are getting the access to that and you are using it in your own application. To that application or to that LLM, if you give your private data, it will remember your private data inside this parameters. Again, parameters comes into the picture. Now, in this case, if this is already connected with this, already like it is connected with this, whatever changes we are doing, that will be updated over here. Now, how we got it, like n number of people will be using this. There may be a person A, there may be a company B must be using it. So, and even our ChatGPT. So your confidential data will be updated over here. And from there, your ChatGPT will have that confidential data. B will have your confidential data and A will have your confidential. Right? So what we have to do it is, whenever we are giving our private data, okay, whenever I'm giving our private data, download the LLM into your local servers. This is our local server or local machine. And then you give your private data over here to your LLM. Okay, then you will give your private data to the LLM, and what the LLM will do it like, if it is updated also, it will be over here. This connection will not get established. You are downloading the LLM to your local system and you are providing the security over here, multi-level security, so that this data should not get it out. Okay, now this process of training the LLM again with your own private data, this is called as fine tuning. We call it as fine tuning. Now, yesterday I explained you about over here. See, pre-trained LLM, you know it, large language model. Pre-trained is a model which is already trained with the data, is called as pre-trained. Fine tune is getting that data and you are training it again, is called as fine tuning. Okay, that is what it will happen. See, and prompt, you know it, what is, it is nothing but a question. And what is the prompt engineering? That is nothing but the art of writing the prompt. See, as I told you yesterday, LLM is a very powerful tool in your hand. The more and more you give the details while asking a question, while writing a prompt, the better you will get the output. Now, you can give it an entire page full of question also. All your queries, you can put it on in a page full description, detailed description, and you can give it no problem. It will take it and it will give you an answer, proper answer. Okay? Now, what is RAG? RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. Now, I will tell you. Now, you know what is the fine tuning now? Fine tuning is nothing but already you are training the, pre-trained model. This is our pre-trained model. We are training the pre-trained model with our own private data, is called as fine-tuning. But here there are some problems are there. What is that? First thing is getting the private data and getting in the form as that of LLM understandable. This is a challenge. Okay, collecting the private data. I will give it in a simple way. I will put it as collection of private data. Collection of private data. Second one is, see, while doing the fine tuning, you are dealing with the private data. Now you have to get an expert in doing the fine tuning over here. You can't get a junior level person and you can't do it, because if he does any small mistake, the data will be publicly available. So this is a very big risk. So technical expertise we need. Expertise. Now, a third one is, this is a pretty expensive process. It is not an cheaply done, not as expensive as that of your LLM, but it is an expensive process. Okay. Now, after this, now you got the collected the data as per the LLM format. And then you got the really very experienced expertise and you are giving him. Now, they will be very expensive guys, very, very expensive people. In India, you can get it like with the guy with the generative AI, 40 lakhs or 45 lakhs, something like that. Okay. Now, expertise, the expensive process is nothing but, this is quite an expensive process entirely. Now, after doing that, we are getting the LLM into our local system and we are preparing our model application and we are putting in a secured environment and we are doing the fine tuning. By mistake, this is a security, right? By mistake, if this secure environment get breached or some or other, there is a small, leakage is there, or security is not so, it's broken, then this complete data will be available on the internet. All your confidential data, what you collected over the time, within seconds, it will be available to all the people. Okay, this is a, so risk. Okay, this private confidential data is at risk. Private data is at risk, or data privacy is at risk. You can see it. Risk, high risk, in fact. So here you are collecting the data, you are getting an expertise and taking all the pressure and expenses, and you are doing this fine tuning. Still, you are not sure what will happen with your data. Okay, so what they came up with is, they came up with a in context learning. Again, we are going very deep in this. I don't know whether you will be getting this or not. In context learning. What is this in context learning is? I will show you. I will show you in a simple way. See, if you now I will give a small example. So usually we will give a prompt. Now I will show it over here. Now let's take it. Here. Okay. Now here, let's say I'm giving it 100, 200, or I will give it as 200, 50, 40, or 240. 240 and 1000, and I will give it as 3000, 2000. Now I'm giving this one, guys. This is a prompt. Whatever you type it over here is the prompt. Okay. Now, when I'm running this, try to understand. This is my chat GPT. I'm giving this. I'm not asking, I'm not giving, just giving the numbers over here. 6 numbers I gave it. Now, if I run it, what the chat GPT understand, it will do it over here. Now, let's take it. Oh, okay, let me take it over here, not chat GPT. Let's go with Gemini. Let's go with Gemini. Here, I'm giving it over here. And I'm running it here. Now here the numbers appears to be simple sequence of values. Here is a list represented clearly 100, 200 like this. Now what can be interfere? Okay. Now without further context, now it is not going to like it is trying to do it all the different things. Okay, it doesn't understand what it has to do it. Okay, mixed values, rounding them, and simple increasing or decreasing. What we have to do it? That's what it is asking us. Right. Now I will get it over here. Let's do this one. Let's see what this will remember. See here. Could you please classify what you would like me to do with these numbers? Okay, now you see it. I will give it as with this, with the same numbers. Before that, I will give an example. Okay, question. Okay, we have like maybe 100 or not 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Like this we have it. Okay, now what it has to do it? I'm giving the answer here 10 into 20 minus 30 plus 40. Okay, plus 40 or into 40 again into 40. Sorry, 40 and again plus 50 and divided by 60. 60. Now I want to do it. Now 6 numbers are there. I want to do it something like this. First 2 you multiply, then 30 you subtract, then you multiply with 40, then I add the 50 and divide it by 60. Then you will get the output. Now here I will give our 6-digit number. Your question. This. And answer, I will give it as. Now, what you are doing it, this is the question I was asking earlier. My model was not able to understand. Now, what I'm doing it over here, I'm giving an example over here. Clear? Now, if I run it, to answer this, it will take the help of this and it will give you the answer. You see it? See? Pattern. It got it like this. Now, applying on this. Have you got it? So hope you got this. It is taking this as an example and it is learning from it and it is implementing the same mechanism over here. Now, this is called as in-context learning. This is called as in-context. Now, this will exist temporarily. Now we are giving the data over here, this format. This will exist temporarily for as long as this session is running. This will exist. This memory will be there. Once I close down this session, then it will lose all this mechanism, whatever, or the approach what I gave it, that all will be gone case. Okay, that is what exactly happens over here. Okay, that is what is called as in context learning. So instead of giving our data permanently into the LLM, now what I will do it is, whenever I require, whenever a private question is asked on the private data, that private data I will be passing over here as in context. This is called as RAG. This is called as RAG. Now, whenever a private question is asked, or very much private question, now in this case, I'm going to get the document which is very much important to answer that question, that we will give it as a in context to that. This is what is called as, your RAG mechanism. Okay, now I will show you this one. Let me take this. I will just quickly show you. Again, RAG is a very important concept, guys. I can't explain you in just 1 or 2 hours. It will take a lot of time over here. Now, if you see the RAG theory only, now let's see, today itself we had one session on the RAG here. What is RAG? Here, I explained it. What is fine tuning? I explained it. And what's the problem with the fine tuning? The same thing I explained you with it. Technical expertise, privacy of the confidential data is at risk. And the collecting of this all is actually in context memory. And this is how the RAG will work. RAG is nothing but it is a technique of smartering the and some critical queries which are based on the specific external confidential information. Now, this is like RAG has two ingestion pipeline and retrieval pipeline. Here you will see this is an ingestion pipeline and this is a retrieval pipeline. Now, this all we are going to do it step by step in the programmatic. Now, I've just given just a basic overview, overview about the RAG. So this is our first class on the RAG, this much information. Now there will be a second class and there will be start implementing the things, implementing from here. The document loader, text splitter, embedding, vector store, and vector database. And from the vector database, when you give the query, it is going to get the relevant documents and we will add it with the prompt. And then we are going to give it to our LLM. This is the entire process we will be going on with the RAG. Okay, now I just gave a glimpse of the RAG. Trying to explain what I'm trying to explain is just a glimpse of the RAG. Okay, that is what is called as RAG. Now here what we are going to do it is in a simple way. I'm explaining it. This is our LLM. Okay, we know that this is our LLM. Now, this LLM, what we are going to do it is, now we are not going to download this one. No need to download, get it and build your own application. And you are asking any private question over here. Your LLM is asking any private question. Sorry. A question which is on the confidential data. So what we are going to do it is, we will form a prompt over here. We will form a prompt. In the prompt, whatever the query we are asking over here, the query question will be along with this question, I'm going to put down some relevant information, relevant data or information. And this is our query. So these two together, we are going to give it to our LLM. Now, LLM to answer this query, it will take the help of this information and it will give you the output. That is what. Now you have a knowledge base over here with you. That is a knowledge base. From the knowledge base, you are going to get this data and we are going to. But actual architecture, just now I showed you guys. To understand that, it will take some technical expertise for you to understand. When you go with the step-by-step process, then only you will understand this, what is going on. Just like that, we will not get it. Okay. So you know what is a RAG now. Just in simple, we are giving an in context data. Now here I showed you, right? I showed an example also, how it will take the example of this and solve this. The same way we are going to give some data over here that is automated. We are not going to manually give it. It will automate it and it will get the data, use the data to answer the query over here. That is the actually the in context learning, and your RAG is a example of the in context learning. Okay, now I will show you how to create our own LLM over here. And before that, I want to just finish it off with your agents concept, guys, over here. See, now if you take it, any LLM. Okay, let's take, this is our LLM. Okay, now this LLM must have trained it with the data, right? A large volume of data we have trained it like this. This is the data. And we are giving the data to the model over here. This is my model or LLM. I can say it as LLM. Now here, no. This is nothing but our, training process. Now, very important point is, okay, now here, when we are giving the data to the LLM, okay, LLM, now LLM will learn from this data. Okay, now let's take it, you are giving, like you are starting the LLM training today. I told you it may take 30 to 60 days. Let's take it as like 60 days process it took, or 30 days process it took it. Okay, you started today, like it took it 30 days process. Means you started on 28th and this you got all the data till 28th and you have trained it for 30 days. That is your 27th of November, this will be finished. Okay, this entire process will be finished by 27th of November. Okay, now what happens is only your model is trained with that data till here, 28th of October. And this is a bridging gap. Gap will be there where the training process will go on. Whatever data is giving till here will be trained for 1 month and this will be updated with this. Now, if you are asking a question, a very recent one, like maybe I take it as this is like maybe here I'm giving an example over here. This date is like your model is trained on 1st of March. 1st of March till 31st of March. This is being trained. 1st of March to 31st of. And it is trained. Now March 2, now it is October. Now this is not going to be trained every month or every 2 months or every 6 months. No, it is very, very expensive process. So they will take years of time and then they will train it. And what will happen now? Suppose it is trained on the March. Now today is October. From March till October, whatever events happen, that should not be there with the knowledge. It will not be there. Okay, hope you are getting the point. So if the model is started trained on the March, till March, the data is there. Till 31st of the March, it is done. 31st of the March. Okay. And here, what we are going to do it is, 31st of the March. And this is model is trained over here. Now this will be trained till 31st. From 31st to October, this knowledge is not there with your LLM. Now, if I ask a question, let's take it like what is the first I'm asking the question to the LLM. What is your what is your LLM current version? What is your LLM current version? I'm asking. Okay. Now it should tell me its internal LLM. I'm built on the model from the OpenAI GPT family large language model, and the version number to share beyond what's open published. You have to see. Okay, I will ask. Is it GPT-5 or GPT 4.0? I will give 4.0. GPT-5, the latest generation of, okay, beyond GPT-4 and GPT-4. Now, what is the last, when it was last trained? Okay, what is the training date of your GPT-5? Now, here it is saying August 7th. It was officially released on the August 7th, 2025. And the knowledge cutoff date for the model is reported as around September 30th. Okay, September 30th. Now, I don't think so. Now, September 30th is almost like a month back. Okay, now here I'm asking a question over here, which is the currently, what is current situation? I'm asking it. Okay, I will say that what is the current temperature in Delhi, New Delhi, India? Now I'm asking current means present temperature. Okay, now you see this. It is giving me. Now, if it is trained till 30th of 2024, that was, it is knowledge cutout date for the model is reported as September 30th, 2024. That is 1 year, 1 month back. And the official release was August 7, 2025. You can take it. It is took like maybe 3 months or 4 months in the middle. Maybe they must have retrained it, it must went on. It took like around 1 year to release it approximately. And they released that GPT-5. Now, GPT-5, it is saying that knowledge cutoff date. Knowledge means the events, what it is happened is till September 30th. Now, I'm asking the current date. It is getting me the current date, today's date, temperature over here. Today's temperature, it is asking, getting me. Or I will say it, who is the president? USA. Who is the current president of US? Now, if it is trained till September 2024, it should not have the knowledge. Let's see that, whether it will get it. Donald Trump. Now you may ask me, what is this? You have been giving me as a big lecture saying that LLM is trained over there. Now how it is getting the knowledge? Here comes the agents. Here comes the agents. Yesterday, a gentleman was asking me about the agents. Now that is what the agent. Now what is the agent is? See, here what the LLM will do is, like, I'm talking about generative AI agents. So it will have some agents. Now let's take it. This is one agent. Sorry, I will take it as this is first agent. Okay. And this is the second agent. I'm taking it. Okay, here. Now I'm keeping three agents. This is the agent 1, A1, agent 2, A2, A3. Now what these agents will be doing is they will have some tools over here like this. And this is also have some tool. One tool you can take it. Maybe if you are asking about the temperature, so the model is LLM is not having the knowledge. What it will do is, like, it will call this agent, any agent which is dealing with the weather report. This may have the weather report details. Weather tool, I will say it as. Okay, weather tool, and this agent will be triggered. This will use this weather tool and get the data and give it to the agent, and agent will return to LLM, and LLM will give us the output over here like this. What it is doing it for us here, temperature. Okay, now when I'm asking about like what is a current US president, now there may be a agent which is having the search engine as tool. Then it will go and ask this search engine tool. It will go and search the internet and get it who is the current president, and that information will be given. Clear? Hope you are getting it. This is what is called as agents. Now these agents they will work under the supervision of your LLM. They are not the intelligent or autonomous agents. These agents are which work under the supervision of your LLM. Now, if LLM tells us, then they will trigger and they will go and get the necessary information and it will give it. Okay, like this, you can have it a calculator over here. Okay, calculator tool over here, and you can do the calculations over here. Here it is search engine. Here it is weather report tool. You can do it all these things. Clear? This is what it will happen. Okay, now hope it is clear for you with the agents, guys. I think, is this the questions? I got it. No, it is the information. Okay, now this is what happens with it. Now let's see quickly what is the agentic AI. Now, simply agentic AI means it is an autonomous agent. Now, I want to let you know is that generative AI is in the market since 2022. Okay. Now, agentic AI is in the market since like 1 year, maybe starting of 2025. So now don't keep it like agentic AI. I have it 3 years experience or 2 years experience, and don't keep it that generative AI has 5 years experience. It's kind of a blunder we are doing it over there. So the agentic AI is in the market from just 1 year. Like it is kind of autonomous agents. Okay. They are also called this agentic AI as autonomous AI. They call it as autonomous AI. What is this actually? See, it is a type or a class of artificial intelligence system that are specifically designed to exhibit high level of autonomy. Means without involvement, it should think and it should take a right decision and it should come out with. This is called as autonomous agents. Okay, here the agents are involved, but these agents are, working based on the LLM. Remember that. Whereas these agents are autonomous, completely autonomous. They can think, they can reasoning, they will perform the reasoning of the situation, and they will design the approach, and they will trigger their own agents, and it will do the task. That is what it will happen. Okay, autonomy, and we can say it as decision making. Okay, decision making and capability and decision making capability over here. I'm talking about decision making capabilities and goal oriented. Behavior with minimal human interference or intervention. Minimal human. You give the task, that's it. It is going to get it all the things done. That is what is called as agentic AI. Now, in the agentic AI, majorly we are going to use the frameworks like LangGraph, and we will use the Crew AI or AutoGen. These are very popular. There are many out there, but there are some popular of them. These are the top popular. The LangGraph is the one we are going to use it in our entire course, and we will also give you a glimpse of your Crew AI and like AutoGen. This also I will explain you. These are nothing but, now if I take it, okay, if I give it a small example how it works. See, there will be, here we have it, right? I will take this. Oh, okay, I will take it, guys, over here. Now I want to do a lot of changes, and it is very difficult for you to accommodate. Now here, this is my LLM. We have our LLM, and this is my query. Okay, this is my query. Now this LLM, what it will do is like, this is my LLM. Like this. Okay, this is my LLM. This is the query. Now, when we ask the any query, now usually in this case, what it is doing, the LLM is triggering the relevant agents, and relevant agent is provided with the necessary tools. Okay, necessary tools, and it is going to trigger it. But when it comes to the case of this one, there will be an agent who will be acting like a orchestrator. Orchestrator means as a manager, okay, who will manage the things. This I will take it as A1 or A. Now this your LLM will pass on this query to this one. Okay, the same query what is being given. Now this agent will be allocated. Now it will perform the reasoning of this, or it will understand and analyze the query, and it will decide that how many agents are required to perform this task. Okay, and it will have multiple agents with it. Okay, this is, you can take it as A1, and this is the A2, and this is the A3, and this is the A4, and this is the A5. Okay, like this, multiple agents will be there. Now, what this will do it like, it will, after performing the analysis of the query, it will decide which agent has to be triggered. Okay, now if this agent is triggered first, and it will go and get some task done, and it will get that data, and that data, it will be there with it. And that data, along with, when this is doing, it may trigger this agent, and this agent will again will go and perform that with the help of tools. It will get the data over here, and this data will be passed on over here. Again, this meanwhile, it will call this agent 5. It will go and perform the task, and it will give up the. Now these three data, it will integrate, and it will give it to the fourth one, like this is a A2, to perform some more activities on that data, or this you have to cross check this data. Now this agent will go and cross check, and it will come up over here, and it will give out. Now, finally, what it is doing, it is taking the help of three major agents to perform the three different tasks. It is integrating, and it is validating with the third agent. And finally, it is giving this final output to this LLM, and this LLM will be giving this output as a response to the query. Okay, now this is what exactly the agentic AI agents will be working like. Agentic AI is nothing but autonomous agents. Autonomous agents. Now, there are different workflows will be there. Different types of workflows we will use it. How the agents can be interacted, we will do it in that. This is our agentic AI agent. Okay, any questions on this, guys? Please come up with your questions, because we are going to go ahead and implement our this one now. I'm going to use the LangChain, get the data, and give it over here. Okay, now can you please tell me if you have it any queries?
Yeah, I have one question. So how one agent will talk to another agent?
Sorry?
How one agent will talk to another agent and get the data?
Yeah.
What is the mechanism? Is there any?
Use the land graph, and land graph is the one we will be helping agent.
So is it API inside in the land graph? Something API or?
No. Tools are connected with the API. Tools are connected with the API, but agent communication, we can directly pass a communication with that agent. We can directly pass a command to trigger that agent, and that agent will trigger over the using the chains and all those things. We can trigger it, and that agent will trigger, and that will go and use the tool, and tool is communicated with the API, and then it will get the output to us. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Arjun, just I have a quick question. Okay, when we are going to use the agents, let's say if there is a human being working on it, then you want to replace with the human being with the agent, or what are the typical scenarios? Okay, let's say you are working for a company. In which scenario we are going to use the agent?
Which company you are working for?
Okay, let's say I'm working for a financial institution.
Okay. What is the
Okay,
role
what?
of a person, a particular person? Whatever the role of a particular person is there, that you can allocate to an agent to do it.
No, my question is, what does the practically how we are going to implement the agents in real world?
Now, I'm
Is
asking, give me a scenario where you are working. I will implement that one right away. That's what I'm saying it. Now, if I
okay.
it, you may not get it where I will use it. But I'm asking what is the understandable scenario is yours. Then I can explain you in that.
Okay, sure. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's one of the challenge right now is trying to understand where
See,
can we develop the agents.
just a minute. It is not a challenge at all.
Okay.
First of all, you should be very clear what is your scenario. And based on now, for example, I am working on a, maybe I'm working as a holiday planner. I'm giving a simple example, holiday planner. Now a customer comes to me and the customer says that I want to plan an holiday abroad India, outside India. Within my budget is 1.5 lakh with members 4, and I want to go and enjoy for 1 week and I have to get it. My budget is 1 lakh for 4 members, 1.5 lakh. Can you plan it? Now, for this, I require different agents to work simultaneously. One agent will search for the nearby destination, which comes across with a maybe around 2,000 kilometers around India. Second one is may check for the flight tickets. Second agent. Third agent may go and check for the daily expenses in each destination. The first agent, what it is going to get me the destinations around India. The third agent will go to those destinations and get the daily expenses on the daily basis. And whatever the output is being given by the third agent, now the fourth agent will come and give us the complete plan for a holiday. Now, this is the way the agents will be working over here. Is it clear?
Okay. Yeah. I got it.
I know that you are still in a confusion. That you will get only you are coming up with a crystal clear use case. That's what I said it. What is the use case you are well familiar of? Tell me. I'm going to put on the agents and I will explain you. So now agents is like they are Ashish. No, this is not the first class, Ashish. This is our last demo, what is going on. If we were having the demo for past 4 days. Now, I don't know whether you have the access to the chat. In the chat, they have given the video links. Okay, I'm putting down once again. Now here I'm putting down. Oh. Why it is not being placed? Guys, if anyone can do it, can you please repaste that link in the chat? I'm not able to do it.
Sir, can you tell what syllabus you will cover? Have you covered the syllabus which you will cover in the course?
You can go through these videos, guys. Whatever the link is being shown over there. Now, Basha has sent the link. You can go through that. You will have the complete details. What are the things we are going to cover it?
Okay.
Okay, please
Thank
go.
you.
The four videos are there. 4 videos. You can go with it.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Arjun.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Now, let me create over here an LLM for us. See, as I told you, LLM is, LLM will be freeware, that is an open source, and second one is paid version. Now I'm going to show you the paid version rather than going with the freeware so that you will get an idea. Okay, now I'm going to use the OpenAI stuff. Now here I'm going. OpenAI is a company, and I'm going over here and I'm giving it platform OpenAI. Now, this is a paid one. You need to pay the money. You have to recharge it. So I already paid some money over here. I already have the recharge because I'll be using this one for a lot of my projects. So I have to first register it. You can use your Google account and you can register it over here. I'm registering with this my Gmail account. Okay. Now here, you can go to the search, and here I will give it as API keys. Okay, is there any problem over here? Why it is not showing me the API keys? Shh. Here, I got it over here. I'll write it as create. Why it is not showing me? Let me see this as if I have API token over here. Now this is like pricing. Okay, let me do it one thing. I'll directly put it in the Google search itself. I want the API key creation. Come on. Okay, let me do it over here. Platform OpenAI. Okay, it's already there. Create an API key. It is showing me. I will go to this. Here you can create one API. I directly gave it in the Google, guys. So I got it here. You should have this API key. I don't know why it is not showing in this browser. This should be there over here, but unfortunately it is not showing me. It should be somewhere over here. Anyhow, we got it. So I went to the Google, I put on OpenAI API key creation. I got it. Create API key over here, and you give it any name over here. Demo key, I will give it as demo key. And here I will give it as project, and you will say create key. Now here I'm copying it. I copied it. Okay. Now this is a key. Actually, I copied the key. Now this key, I'm going to put it over here, like in our Here, demo. Here, what I'll do it is, I will keep that API key. How to do that? Import OS. OS is a library, os.environ. There is something called as environ. Here, what key it is? OpenAI API key. Give that API. Here, this is the API key. I have it. I'll put it inside the quotes. Now that's done. Now, as I told you, we need the LangChain. I'm installing the pip install LangChain. This is the way we will install it. Pip install LangChain and LangChain hyphen OpenAI. These two I want to do it. This will connect me to OpenAI platform. This is the official LangChain. Okay. Now it will take few seconds to download it. Now it's done. It's already there. It's saying just I'm doing the formality. Now I will import LangChain. Okay. And then from LangChain underscore OpenAI import chat OpenAI. I will give it as chat OpenAI. Now this will help us to create a model. Now I will tell you. See, you look at this, our OpenAI platform. We created an link. Okay, we created a link that is open API key. Now in this, there are some models are there. You can see this. What's wrong with this? Yeah. Now you can see some models over here. Click on the models. Now these are the different models what are there with your OpenAI. Now, OpenAI is giving different models over here. Now, if you have that, if you recharge with this some money, and then you can start using them. For each use, it will cost you some like $0.001 or something like very small cent, not $1 cent. It will take it. Now, this is a latest one. It is saying it, which we just now took it, GPT-5. Now I'm going to use this. What's the name? GPT-5. Okay. Now see, now let me explain you over here. See, this is our OpenAI. OpenAI. And OpenAI has different models with them, like this. Like this, they have different models. Okay. Now, this is my coding environment, which we call it as Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook. Now, what I did it, I established the connectivity between OpenAI and this Jupyter Notebook with the API key. Okay, just now I showed you this is our API. Okay, with the help of API key, I got this. Now, what I will do it is, I'm getting this. There are multiple GPTs are there, says models are there. I'm getting it GPT-5. There is GPT-4 will be there, and GPT 3.5 will be there. Something like this. Now we are going to use this. Okay, I'm going to get this and I'm going to use it inside this. Clear? Now to use this, I have to use it a framework called as LangChain. LangChain is a framework which is very flexible with the OpenAI or Gemini or anything. These are very popular and very flexible. Okay, now let's do it over here. Now we install the LangChain. Now simply I will create the model chat OpenAI. And inside this, I will give it as model is equal. So what's the name of the model we are going to go with? GPT-5. -5 over here. Okay. And this I will give it as a name as LLM model. That's it, guys. Finished. Now you ask the question LLM underscore model dot invoke. Okay, you ask a question over here. Whatever question you want to ask, you ask it. It will give you the answer. That you will get it in the form of result. But here you should understand the result will be, one will be the answer, second one will be the metadata. Now I will show you. Now I'm taking my GPT only. Directly we will go to our GPT over here. I'm talking about the chat GPT. Now here you ask a question. What is the capital of India? It will tell us New Delhi. The capital of India is New Delhi. Now here I'm asking the same question. What is the capital of India? India. And here I will print result. Now you can see it. Here it is getting me this is the actual answer, New Delhi. And you can see this is the additional information. I want to see only this means, then I can go with result dot content. Now you can see New Delhi. You can ask any question over here. Now let's say, what is the tallest statue in the world? And its details. Now, if I do it again, I am going to get it the same thing. It's doing it. It's taking some time.
So what will be the cost for that GPT-5 API key?
It is like you have to recharge it. Like there's no cost. You have to recharge it like $5 or $10. And as you, based on your usage, that money will be deducted.
Oh.
Here it is about this. Now I want to see only the content. You can see it only the content over here. Can you see it? Now let's print it. Let's see it how I will get this one when I print it. See it how I got it in a proper way. Here it is giving us the tallest statue in the world is Statue of Unity, which is placed in Vallabhbhai Patel, and all these details. Now you can play with the things. Okay, this is the way it will be working. Now I'm going to stop the session over here. This is the end of our demo sessions, and from tomorrow first, like 1 week, our classes will be from 6 to 7, and then afterwards our original timings will be 7 to 8:30. This is our actual time. So first couple of 1 week or so, we will be having the class at 6 to 7. And the next after that, our regular timing will be 7 to 8:30. Okay, that's a way we will be going on with. Okay, and from tomorrow, like whoever is enrolled, from tomorrow they will be we will be taking the link will be changed, and we will be starting with the Python and basics of the Python, and we will move forward. Again, if you don't know anything also, you can easily accommodate yourself into this. It's not a big deal. Okay, any questions you have it, guys, for me?
6 to 7 in the evening, right? 6 to 7 p.m.
7 for next 1 week, maximum till Monday. And after Monday, then our classes will be regular 7 to 8:30.
And 8:30 PM, right? In the evening.
Yeah, both will be evening only. Indian timing evening, 6 to 7 till Monday. From after Monday, then it will be like 7 to 8:30 again evening PM.
Hey Arjun, Vishal here.
Yeah, Vishal.
Hey, so Arjun, like when you will teach us about the agentic AI or this generative AI, so you will show all the demo and what we also have to do it. Okay, so it will be on the open source or we have to pay or buy something like this.
I will show you both, Vishal. This is a paid one. It's hardly $5 or $10. You have to recharge and you can do it. Why I showed this one is now 80% of the applications are running on OpenAI LLMs. No, I want to go with the open source. I will show you that one also through Hugging Face, Llama, and Mistral or Falcon. I will show you those LLMs also for you.
Okay, and like we don't know much about the AI, this generative AI, all those things. There is a one thing which we generally hearing Hugging Face something. So that is not in your content. So uh, you know.
Hugging Face
so-
is a platform. That is, I have to use it. There's no other option. I have to use it. Hugging Face, Grok, there are so many things I will be using it. I can't put it everything in the content. I put it on only the important points over there. Hugging Face will be covered. Definitely it will be covered. Hugging Face will be covered. Grok will be covered. And the LangChain, okay, LangChain we will be covering. OpenAI, we will be doing it. I can show you the Gemini, how the Gemini will work, Gemini interface. These all are there. You can go through it. I will cover the Hugging Face, no doubt.
Okay, and the last one, the project which you will, the end of this whole course, the projects which we are going to make, like any idea? I mean, you all have idea. So what will be the
Hello,
projects?
Sami. I'm good. How are you, Sami?
It's
Okay.
end of the.
What is the process?
We are going to have a regular basis.
Right.
So for each core topic, we are going to have a okay. I
Sami,
learning
let's know the process. How can we start?
guys,
Your
please.
voice is breaking and getting.
Okay. Now is it clear? Here, the projects will be not at the end of the this thing. During the process only, I'm going to cover the project. Once we are doing the CNN, we are going to do the CNN projects. Once we will do the NLP, we will do the NLP projects. Once we are in the generative AI with the RAG, we are going to do the RAG projects. We are going to do the agents with the RAG in the generative AI. Then we will go with the multi-agents, interactive multi-agents in the agentic AI. These all are nothing but the different projects we will be doing it over here. Is it fine?
Yeah. Last question, Arjun. So the content, like that I got it. About the content and the recordings, all these things. So the content which what will be the access period and all those things?
What do you mean by that? Access period?
I mean, like these videos, we will get the videos as well, correct? The whatever you teaching live, we will get these videos as well.
Yeah.
So it will be for a limited time period, or it will be like
It
how?
is for limited time period, and you have to please coordinate with your the admin people, because I can't I don't know about this actually, to be
Okay.
frank. So the best way you can coordinate with the admin people. They are the right persons to answer these questions. But according to best of my knowledge, I know that it is for a limited time period. It is not for an entire for the lifetime they will be giving it. Yeah, but on the request, they may extend for a couple of months, that you can coordinate with them, that they are the right people to answer.
And one thing,
Yes.
is there the course content that is shared on DurgaSoft website? Is it the same or something else also will cover in this syllabus?
Who's this please?
Ashish sir recently joined. Yes, I.
आशीष ये मैं एक लिंक भेज रहा हूँ. I sent you some links over here. Can you see that? They उसमें क्या है बोलो तो, in that there are some YouTube links are there where our past videos are uploaded. You can go through that. The content will be slightly different. I don't know what is there on the website, but I explain you whatever I'm going to cover it. And apart from that, there will be at least 10 to 15% extra will be there. That's why I kept it like 120 classes. Not 100 classes. It is 120 classes. I said it.
Okay. Are we covering directly to, we will jump directly to deep learning, or we will do ML also? ML also we will do?
ML we are not going to cover it. We will do all the fundamentals like NumPy, Pandas, feature engineering, implementation, all these things, and then we will go into the deep learning.
Okay, okay.
So what are all the softwares we need to install before we start in our laptop to practice?
Nothing much, only that is like a Jupyter Notebook and VS Code. And as we move forward, we will be installing the libraries. I will tell you, once we move forward, I will be explaining you each and every, the Anaconda is a one we are going to install, Python is a one we are going to install, VS Code is a one we are going to install. These are the major installations we are going to do it. And remaining all like libraries, we will be installing it as we move forward.
Okay, I have one question. So in the deep learning, so do you cover any GPU type programs?
What do you mean by GPU?
The graphical process unit. See, CPU, we have CPU and GPU, right? So for the deep learning, like there will be like TensorFlow and all, like, so
it's a library that is nothing to do with the GPU or CPU. So GPU and CPU is the processing units, which when we are dealing with the large data sets, then we will go with the GPU and TPU. And if it's a small data set, you will go with the CPU. That's it. That
large data set, so you'll be covering through GPUs?
It depends upon your data set. We will not go with such a long data, such a huge data set. We require the GPU, but you can hire the GPU and you can implement it also. It's not a big deal. Through Collab, we can do it. Through Collab, you can do it over here if you want it. If I require, I can show you. It's not a big deal. I don't need to configure everything because Collab is an online platform. All I have to shift it from CPU to GPU, and I will go it with CPU. Rajesh, my phone number is 8179591032. India number. Here I am putting on 8179591032. Is there any more questions, please? Okay, I'm stopping it over here. And we will hope if you have any queries, you can call me on this number or you message me. I will try to answer all your queries. But I strongly recommend, because you send a message to me and I will call you and I will text you when I'm available. On that time, we can have it. Don't randomly call me because I will be in classes or some projects, meetings or something like that. Okay, I'll stop it over here, guys, and hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.